We always start the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Then we'd ask you to remain standing for a moment of silence. Treasurer Rapone, would you lead us in the pledge, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing. We'll have a moment of silence. Thank you. Ryan, could you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Sonato?
Here.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Here.
Commissioner Vogler?
Here. We have a quorum. All three of us are present. Since we do have some visitors, I will note that during our meeting, we always have two opportunities for public comment, one in just a few moments and then one before we adjourn. If you do have a comment to make, we welcome that. You're welcome to speak both times. If you only want to speak once, that's fine. Or if you're just here to listen, that's fine. We do ask that your comments be related to county government matters, if you would, please. I'll also note that we set aside time for our row officers who might be in attendance. And today we have our county treasurer, Richard Rapone, and I know he has an agenda item. But do you have anything over and above that at this time, Rich?
I do not. I do not.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. We'll be calling on you shortly. That takes us then to public comment. I will open the floor to see if anybody wishes to speak at this time. And hearing and seeing none at this time, we'll move along. But again, before we adjourn, we'll reopen. Under fiscal and contractual, we did receive two repository bids. Ryan, what number do we start with today?
I'm so sorry. 196.
Thank you. This is proposed resolution 196. This was a bid of $600 that was made to the tax claim office by Cheyenne Baker Kelly for a parcel at 204 North Boulevard in North Beaver Township. And the North Beaver Township supervisors approved and accepted the bid on August 10. And then back on July 15, the Mohawk Area School Board did likewise. So today it comes before us, again, a $600 bid for a parcel on North Boulevard in North Beaver Township. Mr. Kennedy, any questions?
Not at all.
Thank you, Mr. Sonato. Would one of you wish to make a motion for approval of this resolution?
I'll make that.
I'll second the motion. Thank you, gentlemen. If there are no other comments, we'll move on to a roll call.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Ryan. Proposed resolution 197 is our second and final repository bid. This is a $500 bid made by Jonelle Baker for a parcel at 800 South Boulevard in North Beaver Township. On August 10 of this year, the North Beaver Township supervisors accepted the bid. And on July 15, the Mohawk Area School Board also accepted the bid. It now comes before us for consideration. Mr. Sonato, any questions? No. Mr. Kennedy, would one of you wish to make a motion to approve Resolution 197?
I'll make a motion to approve. I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen, and we'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Most every week, we receive from the County Controller's Office a listing of warrant registers, which provide us the information of the checks that have been cut by their office. And these ones are dated August 14, 18, and 20. And I'll give my colleagues time to look them over if you need that time. And whenever you're ready, we could take a motion to accept these documents.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you, gentlemen. Are there any questions about the warrant registers as submitted? Hearing none, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carried.
Thank you. In our packet, we have the minutes of the August 18 meeting. And I'm going to stop for just a second. Amy McKinney, she was heading this way. Maybe she could come in this door. We'll find out. Behind door number 2. What'd you find out?
Sorry, Jason's not answering. I'm not sure if he's busy. I did contact Ryan Long, who's our solicitor for redevelopment authority, and he said that we can amend the agenda. You have to vote, obviously, to amend the agenda, and then the amended agenda would have to be posted within 24 hours and make sure that we note why in the minutes the agenda was amended. That's what Ryan said.
Well, he is a municipal solicitor.
Yes.
So he's advising you that we have the ability to amend the agenda.
As long as when you vote, you say why it needs to be amended.
Yes.
And then the amended agenda gets posted within 24 hours, and you note in the minutes why the agenda was amended. Saying agenda and amended that many times in a row, that's what Ryan said. So it's totally up to you. If you need me to schedule a special meeting, I can do that too.
I have a lot of respect for Attorney Long. Could I ask this favor of you? Unless my colleagues overrule me, would you try reaching our deputy solicitor?
Oh yeah, I'll call.
Emily Sanchez Brody, unless you gentlemen are satisfied with what we've been told. And again, I totally respect Mr. Long, but I feel a little more comfortable if,
Let me give Emily a call. And
could you please? Thank you. Thank you so much. We were discussing the minutes. By the way, for the benefit of the people that might be watching, that was Amy McKinney, who is our planning director, and she had a matter to be brought before the board today. Inadvertently, it was not placed on the agenda, and that was her desire. I think she was operating under the assumption that it was on today's agenda. It has not been posted, so we asked her to consult with a solicitor to get some guidance, and as you may have heard her say, she was not able to reach Attorney Medore, who is the county solicitor. She did speak with Attorney Ryan Long, who is the solicitor for the redevelopment authority, and I believe this matter does involve the redevelopment authority. Do you know if that's the case? I don't mean to put you on the spot.
It does not. It's
It
an
does not.
application from the county.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
However, she thought and again, Mr. Long is a municipal solicitor for a number of boroughs and townships in the county. However, as you may have heard us say, we asked her to double check with the assistant county solicitor, Emily Sanchez Perotti, which she's doing right now. There is a time limit on this issue, which is one reason we're trying to figure out a way that we can legally address this matter. So thank you for your patience. The minutes of the August 18 meeting are in our packet, gentlemen. If you need time to look them over, please do, but whenever you're ready, I would be glad to accept a motion for us to adopt the minutes.
I'll make a motion to adopt the minutes.
And I'll second.
Thank you both. Any concerns, Dan? No? Chris, any concerns? No. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you so much. Under written communications, we have one document submitted to us by Frank B. Taylor Engineering, which is based here in Lawrence County. They're letting us know that they have applied to the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection on behalf of Nicholas and Lindsay Bunker, who reside on Wallace Drive in Neshannock Township. This is for a new National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System general permit that the DEP would have to give approval to. It's described as a single residence sewage treatment plant to replace the malfunctioning septic system serving the existing home on Wallace Drive in Shannick Township. The law requires that we be notified of these types of applications. We don't have any authority over the approval or denial of the application. We're simply given notice, and if I'm not mistaken, similar notice would be given to the Shannick Township Supervisor. Mr. Kennedy, any concerns of this? No. Mr. Sanada? No. Would you gentlemen wish to make a motion for us to accept and file this written communication?
I'll make a motion to accept.
And I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you, Ryan. Commissioner reports and comments. Looks like I get to go first today. I do want to note that, excuse me, on Friday of last week, Commissioner Sanada and I attended the annual Beaver Lawrence Farm Bureau tour. They alternate each year between something in Beaver County and then something in Lawrence County. This year it was Beaver County, and we were down at Penn State Beavers campus for a relatively new animal diagnostic testing lab. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. That they gave us a tour of, and we were able to spend a little bit of time with two of our fellow Beaver County commissioners, Mr. Manning and Mr. Amadeo. So it was most enjoyable and educational. The only other thing I'll note, and I'm sure my colleagues will have some comments, we were all at the fair last week on various dates, and looked to be another successful year for them. So we thank the fair board and all the volunteers and people that work to put together the fair. It brings people in from outside of this county, and not only that, from outside of the state. I helped out Saturday at the Conservation District booth, and one of the staff people there told me that, I forget which states they were from, but there were at least two people who stopped by who weren't even Pennsylvania residents. So it does bring people into Lawrence County. So that's all I have today. Mr. Kennedy, you're next.
I mean, I was at the fair every day with Tuesday, I think, so I was out there every night. We were there Monday morning for the opening, all four of us. We dragged Joe along with us. That's really what, that whole week out there the whole time.
Thank you. Yeah, we bumped into each other a couple of times. And then Mr. Sanada.
I'll just have to echo what both of you said. I think the fair was very successful this year. The weather did except for Saturday, the weather did cooperate with the fair. But I've been told that the numbers were up the first 3 days out there from the prior year. Saw a lot of people. It was a nice opening ceremony. They did a very nice job with that. And, we're just pleased when we see that many people. Like you said, Chairman, they were there from all over, not just Pennsylvania, other states. It's a big tradition. It's been going on since 1953, and we're just pleased to be able to support, the endeavor. And I know they're looking forward to next year, and we hope that can work. I was there every day except for Wednesday. I actually went to Elwood City for the Wonder Wednesday, which is a nice event down in Elwood. They do that once a month, and during the summertime, and I get a chance to see many of the small businesses down there, as well as many of the organizations. So Elwood City does a nice job with that. Those are the two major events we did the week. And my other big thing, I had a chance to participate in the Jesse Moss 5K Saturday morning.
Did you run in it?
I did not run. I walked, Chairman. I walked.
Oh, did you walk? Good for you.
Yes.
Good for you.
That's where I got my walk for the day. Jesse Moss was a legend in Newcastle High School. He passed away a couple of years ago. And this is the second annual. We do a scholarship for the students in Newcastle. His wife and daughter were there, and they had asked me before. I unfortunately wasn't able to go last year, and I told them I would be there this year just to see how many people showed up for that. I think it's a tribute to Mr. Moss, and you had students from Newcastle High School there. cheerleaders draw the candy canes to support as well. So I just thought it was a very special event, and to see so many people turn out for that. It's a tribute to the Moss family for what they do. So that's pretty much what I have.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate
Oh,
that.
oh, yeah, I can't forget this. Yeah, I had an opportunity to go to the Southwest Commission last night. All three of us serve on the board. Commissioner Kennedy's on the executive board, and it's a good organization. We go bi-monthly, every other month. And, it's good to be working with them. Got a chance to visit and sit with Commissioner Amadeo again. So it's good to see the activity that's happening in the 10-county region, and it's very important that we as a county, and I know that we're very pleased. I know Commissioner Kennedy's very active with the organization with our executive board. So we're seeing some positive things coming out of SPC. That's all I have.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. One final thing about the fair, and this is the trivia of the day. You may not know that the fairgrounds actually sit in 2 townships. The line that divides Scott Township and Hickory Township runs through the fairground property. So most of the property, I believe, is in Hickory Township, but some of it's in Scott Township. So you'll sleep better tonight. What'd you find out from our legal friend?
I did speak with Attorney Medora.
Oh, you got a hold of Jason?
Yes, we were fine to amend the agenda. As long as we state why we're amending it, and as long as we're not using, it has anything to do with county dollars, which is just not.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, thank you. What we'll do, if you don't mind, and particularly if Mr. Baldwin doesn't mind, Mr. Baldwin has a lengthy list for us.
He does have a link.
He's gonna be here till the shop and
We'll have you come on right before Mr. Baldwin does. Do you have copies of the resolution that you can share with us?
You have it, okay.
Thank you. When do we get to that point? Okay, I just want to make sure we all have copies, and Debbie will include it in the packet that I'll be giving. Thank you. So we've done the commissioner reports. That takes us to new business, and please forgive me. I'm gonna digress here just a little bit. Generally, what we try to do, and Ryan, if you'll make a note of this, when we have one of our row officers or Judge Cox, we usually try to put the elected officials first on the agenda. So unless there are any objections, I'd like to move Mr. Rapone out of respect for the fact he's the only elected official here. We'll take item 3 and move it up to the top if everyone's okay with that. Item 3, I hope that doesn't goof up your numbering.
Nope, we're fine.
What number would we give Mr. Rapone's resolution?
It will be number 198.
Thank you. Rich, would you care to come up with the microphone? We welcome you. We do this every year, and we appreciate that you come down and share this with us. Mr. Rapone, of course, as the county treasurer, his office is responsible for the collection of county property taxes, and he puts together a schedule. Would you mind, as you go through this, could you point out how we're somewhat unique in that we're one of the few counties that doesn't?
Sure.
Could you point that out?
Sure, absolutely.
But I'll turn it over to you, Rich.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, my request is very simple. We have the county real estate tax due dates that we put forth to the Board of Commissioners to get a resolution moving so that we can start the process of the 2027 Lawrence County tax bills. It's pretty much self-explanatory when you go through it. What makes Lawrence County, just to Dan's question, what makes Lawrence County very unique is you're only one of 6 counties in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania that their county treasurer is also the chief tax collector for the county real estate portion for the county of Lawrence. The other counties, they use their business to collect the county taxes and bring it in. So that's part of my duties.
And I'm sure when you go to your treasurer conferences, that point is made.
It is.
Do you consult a little bit more with the other 5 treasurers that are in the same boat as you?
At the very, when I first got elected, I did.
Yeah.
Now it's pretty much, standard. We all have follow the same ordinances and resolutions and guidelines for the state. So,
Thank you for noting
you're
that.
welcome.
And the schedule is somewhat comparable to each year. For county tax bills, May 3 of 2027 will be the end of the discount period. July 6 will be the end of the face period. Then December 31, of course, is the end of the penalty period. And then also in this are the interim bills that are sent out both in the spring and spring and then in August as well. I'm just curious, for August of this year, do you know if they've gone out yet? They have. Okay, thank you. Rich, do you have anything else to add?
I do not.
Thank you. Let me see if my colleagues have questions. Mr. Sanada, any questions?
Not at this time.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Kennedy?
None.
Okay, thank you. May I have a motion then to approve Resolution 198, which establishes the schedule for next year's tax collection process?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you both, gentlemen. If there's no other concerns, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sanada?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Rich, good to see you as always.
Thank you, sir.
You're always welcome to stay, but I'm sure you're busy.
I appreciate it. Have a good day.
Take care. We'll move back then to the first item is listed on the agenda. Did I?
No, just.
Oh, okay. The next item is our Public Safety Office. This will be Resolution 199. And looks like Chad Strobel's with us today. Morning, Chad.
Good morning.
It's good to have you, and we appreciate your coming down. This is an agreement, it's an amendment actually to an existing agreement, I believe, with Motorola Solutions for our inter-county regional radio system master site service agreement. But I'm going to let you give us all the details if you would.
Yes, we again had a resolution last year for a service contract. Due to funding, planning, and everything going on between 12 counties now, radio system, we're unable to get that into place for year one. So we had a change order made on the contract or the agreement to take off the price of year one, since we did not have the product, and amend the contract to show years 2 through 5 with the adjusted price less that first year. So this is just agreeing to that change that we acknowledge we were able to get the goods we requested or services requested in place in year one. So we're wiping year one off and continuing at less that cost for the remaining years of the service contract.
If you know this, it would be helpful, but if not, it's not that critical. Process that the other counties are going to have to go through as well, do you think, as far as making the amendment?
Yep, everybody has. We're us in Washington County are the last two that get this done, and then it'll be set. And
let's try to beat Washington County. But I'll see if Mr. Kennedy has questions. No, sir. Mr. Sanada? Okay. This is Resolution 199. May I have a motion for its approval, please?
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. If there are no other questions, we'll ask Ryan to call the roll.
Commissioner Sanada?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Chad, anything else for us?
no, that's it. We would echo what you guys said with the Good Fair Week. Sheriff Martinski was out there. We had our command post out. We're using our mass notification system if anything came up. So the sheriff's deputies were manning their command post. They had the system up. They were connected to our CAD, and everything seemed to go well. So.
Yeah, I didn't hear of any major problems. I'm sure there were little hiccups, but I don't think we were advised of any major problems at the fair.
No, I was talking to
lived there, so.
Talking to one of the board members yesterday while I was cleaning up, and he said everything went pretty smooth. There was a small scuffle, I guess, between a couple of people Friday night, I believe, that they broke up pretty quick. Other than that, it was uneventful.
Chairman, I just like to make a comment on it. You brought that up, Chad. They were, all of us were there pretty much toward early. Sheriff Martinski's men and women.
Yeah.
They were out in full force. I mean, you saw them quite active walking around. So you couldn't miss them. Let's put it that way. So I think they did a really nice job. There's no way of helping I hear it was a very safe week and most, let's put it, 99.9 behaved themselves. So that's a good sign. But I think that visibility of the sheriff's office out there.
Yeah, they're very proactive and prepared. It showed it went well.
I had one little fight on Friday night.
Believe so, that's what the gentleman was saying. He was in a camper behind our command post.
Reminds me of the last fight I was in. I was in 7th grade. She won. Well, Chad, thank you so much. Unless there are any other questions, we appreciate you joining us.
Head to Elwood and talk about the mass notification system.
All right, sir.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Chad. Take care. Next item on the agenda involves some personnel changes that we're going to be experiencing. The past practice of this board has been that when a department head retires or moves on, we do take formal action at a public meeting to hire the new person. And then we rely upon our department heads in turn to hire the people that work for them. But today we do have a change that is coming up here in the next few weeks. Our current Human Resources Director, Mike Ockabone, is going to be retiring after many years of service here in Lawrence County. In fact, his final day will be September 11th. And Mike, of course, worked in the court system for many, many years. More recently, he was the court administrator. And when he retired from that position, we chose him to become the Human Resources Director. And he's done a tremendous job in that capacity. We thank him for that. He notified us of his upcoming retirement, and we had some conversations about it. One of the other things, not only this board, but prior boards have tried to do in terms of filling positions, is we usually try to start to look from within first. We've got a lot of good employees working here, and our approach has been to try to promote from within when that's possible. There have been other times when that's not necessarily been possible, and then we kind of extend our reach and do an external search. But in this instance, we have had a very capable deputy director in human resources. And incidentally, it's a two-person department, the director and the deputy director, that's it. Christine Vanasco has also been employed by the county for many, many years. She was originally in planning, I believe, and then moved up and worked in the commissioner's office. She didn't work in public safety, did she?
No,
I don't recall. Am I wrong about that? Okay. But then, we did move her down to become the deputy director of human resources. Well, she's done a wonderful job working hand in hand with Mr. Ockabone. So it's our intent to promote her to replace Mr. Ockabone. I do want to make, though, and this is stated in the resolution, I'm going to read it. Therefore, be it resolved by the Lawrence County Board of Commissioners that Christine Vanasco be appointed Human Resources Director effective September 14 of 2026. Her direct supervisor will be the county solicitor, Attorney Jason Medore. Most all of our department heads report to the county administrator, Mr. Vanasco, and then ultimately to the three commissioners. Obviously, Christine is married to Mr. Vanasco, and we believe that it's appropriate and prudent for us to have her report to the solicitor instead. And that's stated in this resolution. Mr. Sonata, any comments?
No, I think Christine has done a nice job down there. She comes with a good extensive background. She has a college degree, and she's going to be, I think, I'm very confident. I think she moved from our office down there. We hate to see her go there, but that office was in transition. And with Mike Ockabone stepping in and Christine all happened pretty much at the same time, as I recall. Both of them worked very closely with the comptroller's office, got the office automated, and it's really done very well in there. So I want to see the office continue on the path that it's doing, and I have good confidence that Christine's going to keep what Mike and her started.
Thank you, Chris. Commissioner Kennedy.
Yeah, I got a comment. When we had both of our HR director and deputy director retire about the same month, we had to find some people. Mike, I was off with medical problems at the time, and Mike called me at home, and I said, I don't have a problem as long as you digitalize that office and get rid of all the paperwork. You used to have a paperwork about that thick you had to fill out. And it was just, to me, a waste of time. And these two have stepped up to the plate, but above and beyond, I think, what I asked of them. They both have got this place pretty well digitalized now. Christine will take it to the next step, I think, and have it completely done before long. It took time to get it done. They had a lot of work to do to make sure this happened. And, they've got it done, but it took some time. I'm proud of both of them. I thank them both for what they've done. And now you see me, I sit here with my laptop or my tablet. I like it better than all that paperwork you guys have, because it just ends up in my office. I try to save a tree once in a while. They're doing the same, so we thank them. She'll do a great job. I know that.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. This is Resolution 200, which we've just gone through discussing. May I have a motion for its approval?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
If there are no other comments, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you very much. Before we get to mental health and developmental services, and Scott, thank you for your patience. If you've been following the meeting since the beginning, our planning office has a proposal for us to consider. Inadvertently, it did not end up on the agenda in a timely manner, and the matter at hand involves an application deadline. So we were faced with needing to get legal guidance, and Amy McKinney, our director, spoke to two different attorneys, and they both gave you the same advice. That's good. Usually that doesn't happen.
I mean, I can try a third if you want.
No. The alternative to this would have been having to have a special meeting by, I believe, the end of the week, which we could have done, but we're going to follow the solicitor's advice. So Amy, and Amy has Jennifer Elliott with her from Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. If one or both of you wish to come up, you might have to pull a chair up. And then if you would be kind enough to give us the proposed resolution, what we'll have to do is, before we even begin to consider it, I'm assuming the number we will assign it is 201. That sound right, Ryan? 201?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. And then, given the set of circumstances, could you restate the advice you received from the two attorneys, Attorney Long and Attorney Medor? Can you restate that? I believe at the end of here, we're going to have to take a motion to amend the agenda. But can you tell us what advice they gave you as to how we're able to do this?
Yes, just need to make a motion to amend the agenda based off the fact that this is a time-sensitive situation for the grant application, which you stated a few minutes ago. It does not involve any county funds, any spending of any county dollars. And then just make sure that that is noted in the minutes, the agenda was amended and why it was amended.
And then we will have to post.
Right, so Attorney Long said that, but Attorney Medor said we don't have to do that.
You did get
because-
conflicting.
Yeah, we did, because we already posted the agenda, and the agenda has already been, that's what he stated. So just as long as it's in the minutes and the reason why we are doing this.
Okay, all right, thank you. So that being, and thank you again for
Yeah.
taking the time to speak with both of those gentlemen. we're considering Resolution 201, which is a PA Healthy Homes Production Grant. Again, as Amy noted, this does not involve the expenditure of county general fund dollars. This is to allow the county, in conjunction with Lawrence County Social Services, to apply for this grant. And there's a deadline by which we have to meet. That being said, based on the legal advice we've been given, may I have a motion to amend the agenda to permit us to consider Resolution 201?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you, gentlemen. Any comments? I should see if you have any questions of Amy on this procedure. Any questions on the procedure that we're following? Okay, thank you. It's been made and seconded. May I have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. And again, that we just amended the agenda to allow us now to consider this proposed resolution, which is Resolution 201, Pennsylvania Healthy Homes Production Grant. We have Amy McKinney, our planning director, and Jennifer Elliott from Lawrence County Social Services. And I think you're going to give us some background on this.
Well, geez, I really appreciate this opportunity. Didn't mean to be such a big, learn something today though, how to amend the county agenda, right?
That and how to rely on our solicitor.
Absolutely, multiples.
Yes.
So I'm here today to ask for the county's permission to make application to HUD for a Healthy Home Production Grant. So this opportunity does not come along very often. And over the years, we have not asked for this opportunity. And this funding comes from the same pot of money where the Office of Lead Hazard Control, our lead program, and our regional lead program. So we've been operating that program since 2006. So we figured this would be a great opportunity to kind of add funding to that regional process. So the application due Monday, the 31st, would be for $4 million. And that would include 8 counties up to date. We do have 3 counties that are still considering. And those counties are Cameron, Crawford, Elk, Lawrence, McKean, Mercer, Potter, and Schuylkill. And then there are 3, like I said, that are still on the fence of whether they would like to be a part of it. And those counties are Butler, Indiana, and Clearfield. So Healthy Home Production, what is that? Basically funding from the federal government to help homes to be healthier and safer. It would kind of leverage the lead hazard control grant and then also address other items. So such as there's 8 principles, and that's to keep your house dry, clean, safe, ventilated, pest-free, contaminant-free, maintained, and thermally energy efficient. So today, like I said, I'm here to ask for permission, along with Amy, to make application through grants.gov. We're looking to do 175 units across those 8 communities, potentially 11 communities. 45 to 50 of them will stay here in Lawrence County. And then there is an extra pot of money for weatherization, and that's up to $350,000. And I would recommend that we go ahead and ask for that additional funding. And out of that 175 units, 40 of them will get additional weatherization through collaborating with weatherization partners. So Lawrence County Social Services is the weatherization provider in Lawrence County. The other communities would bring their WAP providers to the table. And
As always, you're always very thorough. We appreciate it.
thanks.
Before I turn it over to my colleagues, Amy, do you have anything to add?
No, I mean, Jen brought this to my attention and we thought it was, a good idea. They already, out of the lead hazard reduction grant we have now, they do have a portion of funds that they use for the healthy homes, but this is actually more funds adding to it. So just, it's something they're already doing, just the opportunity to utilize more funding in those areas. So, and we already have a pretty good system down how we run these programs, and we work really well together. So
I appreciate that so much. Again, before I turn it over to Mr. Kennedy, just to reemphasize the fact that this proposed resolution does not involve any expenditure of county general fund dollars.
Correct.
I want to make that clear, and hopefully that will be noted in the minutes. as well, so thank you. Mr. Kennedy.
No, just Amy's at it again, whenever you need her to help. She's willing to help. She yesterday, at St. Joe's, we did some bid walkthrough and Amy offered to come out and help us. And she really did. She stepped up to the plate and I thank you for that. But we rely on her all the time.
Ditto.
As you know, Jen, she's,
Yes.
The guy yesterday wanted to steal her. I wanted to know if he could take her to his office. So I said, no way. But John Emerson Gibson. He just getting to realize that calls Amy and she has it done for him right away. He's not used to that, so thank you.
I remember when I was a teenager, I'd call one of my friends, we would want to go out. His dad would always answer the phone. His dad was pretty grumpy. And he'd hand the phone to his son and say, "You're not going anywhere." And that's what we say to you. You're not going anywhere. We need you here. Mr. Sonata.
No, just thank you, Amy and Jen. I think this sounds like a very worthy program, and if we can tap into those funds from the housing fixed delay, I think that is such a good cause. So hopefully we'll be successful and have some more dollars come into Lawrence County. And if it doesn't involve any county dollars, that's even better. If we can provide service to the county without relying on our tax base, that's always positive. So appreciate your efforts down in social services. I served on the board many years. You've been there a long time, Jen.
Yes, I'm working on 26 years.
Has it been that long?
Yes, believe it or not.
Yeah, I was there, I think, when they hired you.
I
I was
know.
on the board.
And I-
You've done a really great job down there as well, you and your team. So we appreciate your efforts. And you too, Amy.
Ladies, thank you both. We've already made the motion, we've approved the motion to amend the agenda to allow us to consider this resolution. So we are now able then to move forward with resolution 201. Would one of you gentlemen wish to make a motion for its approval?
I'll make that motion.
No, sir.
Thank you, gentlemen. Any other concerns?
Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks
much.
so
We'll
much.
take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carried.
Ladies, thank you both very kindly. And
Thank you.
we know you probably have to move along, so thanks for joining.
Sorry.
Scott has about 530
I
resolutions.
know, right? Maybe 5:31.
Thanks again, ladies.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So Scott Baldwin, of course, is the Director of Mental Health and Developmental Services, and he and his staff do tremendous work. One of the responsibilities he has and we have from a procedural standpoint is we have to approve at public meetings the proposed contracts with service providers with whom Scott's office works. So I believe he has 18 of them. Gentlemen, could we let Scott walk us through and then interrupt him if you have to? If not, when we get to the end, we can maybe take one motion to cover everything, unless you want to split it out. Anything, Joe?
Just from a standpoint of, I guess, so the commissioners understand, when you get into the early intervention, which these are early intervention, pretty much every contract is identical to the other.
Okay.
So we commonly, it's not practice that we would bring 18 all in one day to the commissioners meeting. However, due to the nature of them, we all have traditionally run all the early interventions through one time.
No, that's fine. That's what we're here for. But thank you. I appreciate you giving us that background. One minor request I'll make for just future reference, and I'm sure it was perhaps an oversight. Usually the office address of the agency, you may not have them in front of you, but usually the office address of the agency is listed in the resolution. Next time, we'll get that worked out, but I just want to point out that we don't have that there. Maybe if you're able to tell us where they're located. To the best of your ability. We don't have to have a precise answer, but let's start with, before we start, Dan, anything? Chris?
No.
Okay, let's start with resolution 202. This is a contract with Life Steps.
Would it, so just a question.
since these are all, there's no budget attached to these, there's no dollar amount that the county uses, but we're required to hold the contract at the county. Would it be okay if I read through all of these at one time, or would you rather me go through each one individually? It's just for sake of your time.
Gentlemen, what are your wishes? Dan?
Yeah, I have no problem doing it all at one time. I think it's all pretty much the same.
And I would concur, and Joe may have just said it, so forgive me. Are these all renewals?
These are all renewals. These are, the first 15 are all early intervention renewal contracts, and they all essentially do the exact same thing with no dollar amounts attached. So that's why we generally just run them through all at one time. And I present them sort of as one service, just for sake of not hijacking your entire meeting. Joe, if you're okay with that too.
Sure, as
Yeah.
long as my colleagues don't object, I'll turn it over to you, and as you go through this, but note that Dan or Chris or even myself, we may have to stop you and ask a question along the way, but no, that's fine. I mean, this will all be entered into the record. And, let's get started.
Yeah.
We'll start with number 202, which again is Life Steps, and then you can take it from there.
Okay. Yeah, so these are all early intervention contracts starting this fiscal year from July 1st, 2026, running through to June 30th, 2027. And these are services for birth up to the age of 5. These are free services offered to any family in Lawrence County, and they are no cost to the county. These are all 100% reimbursed through state dollars. And again, these are for kids that may have a physical development, including vision or hearing, cognitive development, which include maybe learning, memory, attention, or language, communication development, or even social or emotional development. And so you think of babies and toddlers whose parents want some testing done. So this is coordinated through our office, but again, at no cost to the family and at no cost to the county. So these are the providers that do all of those services. Some of them specifically do language, but they all are part of this early intervention group. So the first one, as Dan mentioned, is Life Steps. And since there's 15, some of them are not in Lawrence County, but they are in the surrounding counties of Beaver, Allegheny, Butler, or Mercer. Because again, these services are provided to the families in their homes, so these providers have to be close to travel. So the first one is Life Steps. The second one is Accessibilities. The third is Achievia. The fourth is Adam Brooks. The fifth is Lawrence County ARC. The sixth is Community Care Connections. The seventh is Global Wordsmith. And again, stop me if you guys have any questions on these. The eighth is Human Services Center. The ninth is Peak Potential Therapy Solutions, LLC. We got my number here. The next is Positive Steps Therapy. The next is Pediatric Therapy Professionals. The next is Rehab Links. The next is SOAR Pediatric Developmental Therapy, LLC. The next is Therapy Early Intervention Services. And the last is Western Pennsylvania School for the Deaf.
Scott, thank you. Mr. Sonata, any questions on this first group?
No, I think he's been very thorough. Many we've heard before.
Thank you, Chris. Mr. Kennedy? Thank you. Scott, that'll take us then starting with number 217, I believe.
Yes, sir. These next three are amendments to our mental health and ID contracts. So the first one is with Alliance of Nonprofit. This contract was originally for $125,000. We needed to add additional monies to that to increase it to $137,000. And again, this is just business that we had with A&R during the year that the expenses exceeded our original budget. And A&R does investigations for our intellectual disabilities as well as some other programming that we needed to adjust.
217, about 218.
Okay, the next one is vocational psychological services here in Newcastle. Again, just a budget amendment. The original budget for the 25-26 fiscal year was $220,000. We needed to increase that to $245,500. And this is for a specific group program that they run up in the Shannon Township. Needed some just additional costs to make that program whole, which we have the dollars and we're happy to have it. Then the last resolution is for La Casa Personal Care Home. That original budget was for $30,000. We needed to increase it to $31,900. And this was just another individual that needed to live there that we didn't plan for. So that $1,900 was going to cover those costs.
Thank you, Scott. I'll see if Commissioner Kennedy has questions. Mr. Sonata? Yeah. Thank you, gentlemen. Well, Mr. Baldwin has presented to us resolutions 202 up through and including 219. I'd be happy to accept a motion to approve all of these if one of you were so willing.
I'll make that motion.
And I'll second that motion.
Thank you, gentlemen. Before we vote, anything else on any of these?
Appreciate your
Thank you.
patience.
Chris, any final concerns? Joe?
No, sir.
Mr. Kennedy? We'll take a roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carried.
thank you. Well, thank you, Scott.
Next Tuesday, and I'll promise not to hijack your meetings anymore.
Listen, you're always welcome. It's what we have to do.
Part of business.
It certainly is, and plus we enjoy having you here. So thank you. Take care, Scott. And we probably don't say it enough, but we've seen examples today of the professionalism of our staff in this organization, whether it be Mr. Strobel or Mrs. McKinney or Mr. Baldwin. We're very blessed with some top-notch department heads. We'll move along. We have some budget transfer requests. I'm going to read them, gentlemen. Stop me if you have any questions. The Office of District Judge Amodi is asking for a transfer of $1,000 from their temporary part-time line item into that of their materials and supplies. Also from Judge Amodi's office, they're asking for a $2,000 transfer from their contingency into their materials and supplies line item. The jail is asking for a total transfer of $30,000. All of this is going into overtime. $15,000 of it is coming from their part-time line item, and $15,000 is coming from their contingency line item. The maintenance department, which has oversight of our county-owned bridges, is asking for a $3,000 transfer from the line item known as bridge into that of bridge maintenance. And Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm assuming this is all liquid fuel money.
It is.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you, Joe. Mental Health and Developmental Services is asking for a $45,500 transfer from the ID Services baseline item into ID Administration. District Judge Russo, I believe that's his signature, is asking for a transfer of $1,083 from his contingency into that of property insurance. The Voter Services Office is asking for a total $60,000 transfer, and it's broken out. All of it's going into software. This is for a warranty agreement and firmware. Again, the total amount of $60,000 all is going into the software line item. Here's how it's coming out. $25,000 is coming from the contracted services line item. $20,000 is coming from the wages of outside registrars line item, and $15,000 is coming from materials and supplies. Those are the administrative transfer requests. Dan, do you have any concerns?
No.
Trish? Would one of you wish to make a motion then to give approval to these requests?
I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second.
Thank you both, gentlemen. Ryan, could you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Sanado,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes,
motion carried.
thank you. Then we have a couple transfers that fall under the commissioner's jurisdiction. Ryan, I believe we start with number 220. Does that sound right?
Yes, that is correct.
Thank you. So we'll begin with resolution 220. This would take $3,000 from the commissioner's contingency line item and put it into the line item of special counsel, that being legal counsel. Let's start. Gentlemen, can we do all three with one motion? Are you okay with that? Thank you. Resolution 221. This would transfer $1,400. No, part of this. Let me start. This looks like it's broken out yes, it's broken out twice. So bear with me. The total transfer is $2,482.98. All of it is coming out of the commissioner's contingency. Of that, $1,082.98 is going into the property insurance line item. And then $1,000, I'm gonna need your help here, Joe. $1,400 is gonna come from one contingency line item into another.
Commissioner's contingency into juvenile probation's contingency is what the numbers are. Plain and simply, JPO manager Moneywell, we transposed $1,451 and it came out their contingency only had $141.50. So we wanted to make that correct.
I appreciate your clarifying that. So again, the $1,400 transfer is from the commissioner's contingency into that of juvenile probation's contingency. All right, thanks, Joe, very much. Mr. Kennedy, questions?
No.
Thank you. Mr. Sanada?
None.
Thank you, gentlemen. That being said, resolution 220 and 221, may I have a motion for the approval of both of them?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sanado,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler.
Yes,
Motion carried.
thank you, Ryan.
My apologies.
Under announcements, this board will meet a week from today in public in this room, September 1 at 10 a.m. I'll also note that the Conservation District Board of Directors, of which I am a member, normally meets on the first Wednesday of the month. They had to reschedule that meeting. So the next meeting of the Conservation District Board, which is open to the public, will take place at noon on Tuesday of next week, September 1, at Sony's Restaurant on Wilmington Road in Shannick Township. Let me open it up. We have two folks in the room. Questions or comments at this time?
I have a
Debbie?
list of questions that I'll hold on to until afterward.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Bish, anything?
All good?
Appreciate your being with us as always, Jim.
It's informative.
Thank you. Closing comments from my fellow commissioners. We'll start with Dan.
Not at all.
Thank you, sir. And Chris?
No.
Ryan, Joe, anything we perhaps overlooked?
No, sir.
All righty. Well, thanks, everybody. We appreciate you all joining us. And there being no other business to be brought before the board, we'll take a roll call. I'll ask for a motion to adjourn. Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Thank you. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, the same sign. The motion carries. The meeting is adjourned. Joe, would you mind confirming that? Thank you so much. Have a good day, everybody.
Dan, do you have some time you could meet with me for a few minutes?
I can do that right now if you'd like.
Good morning. Welcome to the Public Works Building. It's August 25th, 9 o'clock in the morning. We're here for our regular agenda council meeting. And if you would go ahead and stand up and go ahead and do the invocation, followed by the pledge of allegiance for our dates.
Let's pray. Almighty God, maker of heaven and earth, whose wisdom orders all things in mercy and truth, we give you thanks for the beauty of your creation, for the precious gift of Mexico Beach. Grant these council members sound judgment, justice, and humble stewardship, and do them with your wisdom, that the deliberations may serve the common good and honor every person. Bless the city, O Lord, and all who labor for its welfare, and establish among us your bond of peace through the unity of the Spirit. And this I pray in your most holy name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Claude Bates, thank you. Your words are powerful. Appreciate it.
Ms. Logan?
Here.
Mr. Cox?
Here.
Mr. Casati?
Here.
Ms. Hamilton?
Here.
Mayor Wolf?
Here. All right, first thing on the agenda is the task order. I guess come on up. Anchor.
Good morning. Elizabeth Moore with Anchor CEI. We have submitted a proposal for the design, engineering, and permitting for a temporary road to the proposed police, fire, and civic campus. My understanding is that this task order is also going to be covered under your FEMA funding and grants. And this task order will cover everything from the design of the roadway, evaluating the stormwater requirements, providing utilities underneath that roadway, ensuring that the utilities where they tie in will have the capacity for the proposed improvements, and any other necessary professional services related to engineering. If you'll have any questions, I'm happy to answer those.
Let's go ahead and open it to the public first. Is there any public comments? If not, we'll come to the table. And there is not, so we'll go ahead and close the public and open it to the table. I'll go ahead and get you started. Had a couple on the first one being Duke Energy doing the lighting in your task D, the final design drawing. Coordinated with Duke about the lighting. And then I go back to the back page where the following tasks are not included in the proposal. The landscaping, lighting are listed. So
The lighting, we aren't going to do any lighting design, which is what that exclusion is for, but we will coordinate with Duke Energy, and normally they will come out and do their own lighting analysis and determine how many lights need to be out there and that kind of thing. But we'll coordinate so that the roadway will be lit, but it's just not, we're not going to provide the actual electrical designs.
okay, the word temporary is used quite a bit in this.
Yes.
I know we're putting down gravel at first, but you also mentioned